decades na itong rivalry ng Letran San Beda. At nakita natin from mga grandparents, mga lolo't lola, until sa mga kanilang mga apo at apo sa tuhod, ay nakikita natin dito enjoying this rivalry and this basketball action.
Koga gets it over to Kyle. Kyle adjusts in midair, keeps his elbow square, and knocks down the jumper.
Kyle Pascual, probably one of the best from 15 to 18 feet. No, kahit mga small guys, pwedeng i-challenge niya pagka nag-piso-piso shooting contest.
Oh, Baser almost will steal. Letran for three. Still won't go. Publico taps it over to the wrong guy. That's Van Apatayo. Spinning as San Beda now riding a 12-0 run. Steal here para dito sa Letran. Whip recovers. Gabawan against Semerad. Gabawan will slip. Letran still has possession. They've got time on that shot clock. Gabawan drives it stripped away finally, and Apatayo with the stop.
Dito nahihirapan ng Letran na, especially pag wala na si Nambatak, Rakal at si Cruz on the floor.
That's Dave Semerad with a miss.
Nahihirapan sila humanap ng offense that almost nobody can create off the dribble. So Tambelling needs to step up and make sure that he carries the brunt of the offensive end para dito sa second unit ng Letran.
Since the 5:25 mark for the first quarter, hindi pa po nakikita ng Letran. Gusto yung bola on their side of the floor. Publico for three, still short. 3-point shooting. Really not Letran's best friend so far. Oga will set the table para sa San Beda. Kyle downstairs. Dave Semerad. Blocked by Publico. And San Beda will have 10 left.
Actually, magandang interior defense na pinapakita dito ni Publico. First kay Adyogun, ngayon naman kay Semerad. So again, ang tanong dito, where will the offense come from the Letran Knights?
Konting paalala, konting pabala mula sa ating mga referees. Yun din ang nasa mahabang kasaysayan ng rivalry na to. The games have a very high likelihood, LA, of being physical. As you take a look at the foul off the ball, offensive foul po yan, ipipito kay Kyle. Five on the floor para kay Coach Caloy Garcia and Letran. They're on the offensive side. That's Macjur Luwib with the ball. For Druwaya, Tambiling, Publico, and Pierre Quinto, the fifth man for the Knights. Luwib, drop pass to Publico.
Nice.
Finally, yes,
nice dish mula dito kay Macjur Luwib, creating, sucking in the defense and dishing it off the last second. Macjur Luwib providing some quality minute here.
Randall Tongco will have the ball para dito sa San Beda. He's with Yusei Koga, Kyle Pascual, Van Apatayo, and David Semerad. Apatayo, three off the crossover. That won't go.
Itong si Apatayo ay produkto din ng juniors program ng San Beda. Part of the 5 straight championships of that very strong San Beda juniors program.
Whip jumper off the screen. Wala rin para dito kay Macjur. Beda abante ng shot. Apatayo. Koga. Koga has some separation. Jumper is good for Yusei Koga.
That's really been the difference of this game. Kasamang Nico, yung outside shooting ng San Beda has been very much on the mark. On the other hand, struggling to convert anything from the outside the shaded lane itong Letran.
Whip. Ruwaya. Ruwaya didiskarte sa poste. Gagalaw yung pivot foot nitong si Ford Ruwaya, and that's going to be a travel. How long can Coach Caloy afford to keep his main guns on the bench? Publico uupo. Gabawan will enter. Rare opportunity for Letran to be able to go small. Koga, single digits on their shot clock. Yusei goes left. Koga to the basket. Sungkit ng foul si Koga, and he'll troop to the line for two, much to the delight of Coach Boyd Fernandez and Jose Ramiro on the bench.
Yan ang maganda dito sa kay Koga. Yung nagdagdag siya ng dimension sa kanyang laro. He used to be just a spot-up shooter, but now he's able to bring the ball down at attack the basket. Ayun, mariregaluhan siya ng 2 free throws for that effort.
First one up, first one down para kay Koga. Sa G's. Make that 22 as Koga goes perfect. Grip handling against Tongko. Hard screen by Gabawan. Oh, big block by Kyle Pascual. Quinto for 3. Still no go for Letran.
Wala talagang ka-flow ang opensa dito ng Letran. Beda is really locked in defensively.
Tongko walks into a 3, no go. Kyle cannot save it. It will stay though with Beda. As Coach Caloy Garcia will call for a halt in the action. Timeout po muna tayo. Beda, abante ng 13.
Welcome back to the second quarter action of the NCAA live from the San Juan Arena. Everybody expects all out to go all out for the game today to make up for what happened in the first round. But according to the big man himself, he's going to treat this game like every other game. Baseramer also subscribes to this mindset, saying that this game is not about winning. This game is not about bouncing back, but winning. Pero para sa kanilang coach, Coach Boyd Fernandez recognizes the San Beda-Letran rivalry, saying that ang ganda ng history ng dalawang schools na ito. Kaya naman excited siyang makabawi. Nico and LA.
Thank you very much, Ai, as that's going to be a basket for David Semeran. It's a Blues in a deuce, a 3-point play opportunity. Kanina, Coach, Ai was spot on nung sinabi niya, the pressure is on San Beda, not only to win because they're the better team, pero I mean, ang tagal na nating hindi nakikita na Letran would be able to sweep San Beda in the elimination round at least. So that's also a big thing that San Beda is avoiding.
Alam mo, every time you have a powerhouse team, you are looking for different ways to motivate them. Ito naman, clear way to motivate. Etong San Beda, they lost in the first round. Coach Boyd Fernandez is using that. It's time for a payback, and they are actually starting off very strong here in the first half.
15 ang abante ng San Beda. It's gonna be a hold on the drive by Quinto.
So far, no signs of ano pa rin, no? Itong si Mark Cruz at Kevin Kent Racal. Ray ng Bata has already been fielded back in ni Coach Caloy Garcia. So hopefully, more offense will come para dito sa Letran.
So just dismal shooting numbers para dito sa Letran, and they turn it over. Tongko, the rookie out of San Beda High. And Bill to Koga. Koga, 3 with a hand in his face, back rimmed it. Nambatak taps it to himself. Impressive rebound. Ray. The standout from Letran High School. He has it taken away. Abatayo with another steal. Over to Tongko, and Tongko cannot handle. Pagkakataon for Letran, they'll have numbers. Nambatak bumps into his own guy. And Gabawan will miss. And that's going to be a foul underneath as Letran finally catches a break.
Importante sa Letran na itakbo ng bola ng konti dahil hindi sila pwede makipag-set play dito sa San Beda, sa Ray ng Batak. Unfortunately, hitting itong si Ford Gruaya, I believe. Oo, but Gabawan keeping that ball alive. So 2 free throws ang mabibigay sa kanya. But they cannot, they have to quicken the pace a little bit. No? Hindi pwede masyadong mabagal para dito sa kapunan ni Coach Caloy Garcia because they need to catch yung depensa ng San Beda off guard.
Gabawan makes the first. Kevin Kent Racal papasok na po dito sa larong to.
Interesting fact, 11 puntos pa lang itong Letran. We're already in the halfway mark, more than the halfway mark of the second quarter.
Gabawan goes 2 out of 2.
You know, you also have to take a look at the other side, kasamang Nico. You know, a lot of yes, the shooting woes of Letran, but these are forced by the great rotation at magandang pressure defense na pinapakita dito ng San Beda Red Lions. A lot of people see their firepower. They do not see how disciplined they are on their defensive end as well.
David, short jumper is good, and Semerad with a little bit of momentum for himself. Babalik niya po sa 15 ang alamangan ng San Beda.
4 points para dito kay David Semerad. Outside sniping of San Beda so far still on track.
Rakal ang may bola. 7 sa kanilang shot clock. Rakal, the layup won't go. Ruwaya fights for it and hands it over to Nambatak. Bagong possession ngayon para po sa Letran. Tambiling, jumper off the bat, go!
Still nothing from the outside, the shaded lane para dito sa Letran. So they, being the smaller team, importante na makapasok ang kanilang mga outside shooting.
Longo gets away from Tambiling. Wala yung kanyang jumper. Letran on the run. Oh, Tambiling attacks, left hand, no go! Mananatili sa Letran ang bola with 18 to shoot.
Ganda ng depensa na pinakita dito ni David Severan, just raising up his hands, absorbing the contact at forcing Tambeling to a 4-shot. Napakahusay, kasamang Nico ang depensa dito ng San Beda. Still just 12 points for Letran here with 3 and 23 remaining here in the first half.
Arthur de la Cruz back in the game. Wala na kay ng Batak. Bakal to Gabawan. Jumper, still no go. Art downstairs to Ola. Net with a double. And they're gonna call a 3-second violation on Adiogun. Basero walks back into the ball game.
Still no sign of Mark Cruz here for Coach Caloy Garcia. Trailing by 15 here. Let's see if Reynan Batak can create something.
The Batak to the cup. Attacks sa Diogon. And that's in a capsule, in a vacuum. LA, that's the Letran spirit. Especially these last few years, you know, going up against Ola Adiogun.
That's the way to go. Walang nangyayari. The outside shooting has not been connecting. So the best way to get some points is to attack the rack and maybe get fouled. Katulad ng ginawa dito ni Reynan Batak.
Beda calls for time. We'll be back. San Beda takes on Letran. Let's take a look at slow-mo replay that's going to be brought to us by Smart. Jump into an all-access pass of awesomeness. Jump into Smart. That's Dave Semerad. Catching the ball in rhythm, hitting the jump shot from 15 feet. 2 of David's 4 points here in this ball game. What a way to maximize your minutes. If you play for San Beda, you're not gonna get as many minutes as, say, for example, if you played for the other teams. You know, David competing with Art de la Cruz, the reigning finals MVP for minutes, but they found a way na kapag pinasok sila ni Coach Boyet Fernandez, talking about these guys off the bench, they will maximize whatever time is given to them.
That's a good point, kasamang Nico. Yung depth ng bench nila makes them avoid yung pacing ng mga ibang teams. Yung mga ibang teams, mga star player nila kailangan mag-pace. Every time mapasok ka dito sa San Beda, alam mo na pag hindi ka nagpakita, panibagong player, ito si Coach Boyet Fernandez.
Baser barely beats the press. Tongko may hawak. Tongko to Ola. And Jamie Gabawan looks up at the referee to ask, ano pa ba kailangan kong gawin?
At definitely that mismatch favors San Beda. So Coach Caloy Garcia asking for clarification. Ano ba kailangan nga? Yun nga punto mo. Ano ba kailangan gawin? Kailangan ko ba hawakan yung shorts para nang makakuha ang posisyon dito kay Ola?
Gabawan trying to front, and yung argumento doon ni Coach Caloy was the hip toss by Adiogo. The referee saying there was a foul before that. It's not easy guarding Ola because kung madali po yan, marami nang nakagawa nun before. As you can see, Adiogo going to the reverse.
Ola Diogon already with 9 points here in the first half, creating havoc. Really exploiting the lack of big men para dito sa Letran.
Rizal with a floater. That won't drop. Batak with a rebound. Inside the final 2 minutes of the first half. Mark Cruz is finally at the scorer's table. That's going to be an illegal screen here on Jamil Gabawan.
No flow para dito sa opensa ng Letran. They are not running their sets to the disappointment of Coach Caloy Garcia, but you also have to give credit to Coach Boyd Fernandez. Napakaganda ng kanilang mga defensive rotation. They are keeping in front of their man at really disciplined in terms of their help defense.
Third foul on Jamil Gabawan. Dahilan kung bakit siya babalik sa bench. At si Chris De La Peña ay babalik sa tabi ni Ola Diogon. As that's going to be an offensive foul. This one's going to be on Art de la Cruz.
Things have slowed down for both of these teams. At both teams have locked in defensively. Ang tanong, again, that is the big question for Letran. Where will they get their points? Ito, pinasok na si Mark Cruz for the last minute and 40 seconds. Let's see if he can provide a spark defensively for the Knights.
Cruz ang may bola. Here's Ford, hands it off. Ng Batak. Mark, jumper off the baseline, and Mark Cruz gets started right away.
4 points para dito kay Mark Cruz. Both of those jump shots in front of a much taller Anthony Semerad.
29 sa 16. 13 abante ng San Beda.
Napaka-importante dito sa Letran to end this quarter strong and get something positive as a good stop mula dito sa Letran. So it's important for them to head into the dugout kasamang Nico to get a little bit of positive things. So good jump shot mula kay Mark Cruz. Ngayon nakastop sila. Let's see if they can convert this possession.
Bakala magtatawid para dito sa Letran. Good screen there by De La Peña. Good sidestep by Rizal. Oh, can't get the layup to go. Ola has it. Ola puts it on the floor. Transition jumper. And Semerad can't get it in. And Ford Ruaya will be called for a loose ball foul. Coach Caloy Garcia can't believe it. Take a look at the jumper. Mula po dito kay, that's Anthony Semerad. And then there's a box-out battle by Ruaya and by Art de la Cruz. And Ruaya was whistled for a foul there.
Penalty situation na para dito sa Letran. So 2 free throws ang ibibigay dito kay Art de la Cruz. Converts his first free throw. 30-16. 14 kalamangan dito ng San Beda.
You saw the replay? You'll be the judge. Hindi po madali maging referee. You know, it's always very easy to have an opinion about a call, but it's always infinitely more difficult to see that in real time in various angles. There are officials here at the NCAA trying their best at all times, I'm sure, to come up with a correct call. Sa bandang to, si Coach Boyd Fernandez naman ang hindi natuwa sa tawag.
Mahirap talaga maging referee kasamang Nico. Kumbaga, you are your own team. Both teams do not
And
like
you have
you.
no fans.
Oh, no fans, no cheers.
No highlights.
No highlights. Ang highlight mo lang if magkamali ka, na-highlight pa. But,
Tapos pareho din yung takbo mo sa mga player.
pagod ka din eh, no?
Nakaslacks ka pa.
Yun ang killer doon, Nico. But here, Mark Cruz will be rewarded with 2 free throws. Both teams already in the penalty. Mark Cruz providing some life here with his 5th point here in the half. But so far, wala pa, no? Struggling. Itong Sinambatak only with 2 points. Si Rakal nga also with just a basket. So, limited firepower is causing itong Letran to be trailing by 13 points.
Mark trying to cause a stop. He does so against JP Mendoza. Here's Nambatak on the run. Ruaya to the corner. Rakal for 3. Right on target for 3. No! They're gonna call an offensive foul on Ket Rakal. And Coach Caloy Garcia is about to erupt. Offensive foul po ang itinawag dito kay Kevin Rakal. Let's see it.
That is a killer in terms of momentum para dito sa Letran.
Rizal will shoot the three. They're gonna accuse him of a kick. Well, the fans in the arena, they're seeing the replay here as well. Here's a better angle. Now, LA, there's a natural motion in which umaabante ng konti yung paa. We see that in most shooters. There's also instances where shooters ay magpapasabi talaga by deliberately extending the leg more than usual.
Ako lang naman, opinion ko lang to kasamang Nico. That was not the best of calls para sa mga referees. Okay, that is my personal opinion. Ikaw kasamang Nico.
No, there are right calls.
There are
calls that
naman ng
the
mga
officials miss. That one is not the most correct call that we've seen. It's not the easiest of calls we've seen.
At natawagan nga ng technical. Itong si
Kevin Rizal. Oh, the Letran side really not happy about it. So there was an offensive foul on Kevin. There was a technical foul on Kevin based on his reaction, and based on how Coach Kaloy Garcia has been reacting ever since the call, he's earned himself a technical foul as well. And Coach Kaloy is not stopping. Somebody better hold Coach Kaloy back.
Definitely momentum killer yun because he actually converted the shot, Nico, no? But again, what is important that these things happen in these situations. Referees are human, they make mistakes. So you need to play through and keep your composure and keep your focus because we are just in the first half. Marami pang oras para makahabol para dito sa Letran.
35-18 now is the score. 17.3 left here in the second period. That's the commissioner, the NCAA, by Cristobal, of course, overseeing the action. 13 po yung kalamangan ng San Beda bago tumira si Kevin Rizal. His three, had it counted, would have made it a 10-point game. Instead, it is now a 7-point swing so far as San Beda converted 4 free throws on the 2 technicals. Kaya po 17 ang labang ng San Beda. Sa kanila pa rin yung bola. So there's a chance to create an even wider swing based on this turn of events.
Coach, itong si Commissioner by Cristobal clarifying the call mula dito sa mga referees. And you know, sometimes yun nga yung frustration ng mga coaches kung feeling nila nagkamali ng tao, they have to have a little bit of leeway to argue, especially if that call was the wrong call mula sa mga officials.
Aber gets away. Art de la Cruz. Over to Baser, downstairs. Mendoza blocked by Rizal. Ola Adiogun with a rebound. And they're gonna whistle a loose ball foul on Ford Ruaya. They're in the penalty, so San Beda will get 2 more free throws.
Again, composure will be the name of the game here for the Letran Knights. That call was not for them. Hindi pabor sa kanila yon, but they have to play through that call as Ola Adiogun buries his first free throw.
First foul on Ford Ruaya. San Beda has doubled up on Letran now, 36-18. Make that 37-18. It's a 9-point swing. As if this game was not interesting enough, LA.
Again, kasamang Nico, that was a bad break for Letran, but again, maganda nga papasok sila sa dugout. They need to talk things over, keep their composure, and make sure that they come out in the second half stronger than ever.
What we guarantee will be an interesting second half sa aming pong pagbabalik.